Steve sort of mentioned your ability to connect with Rashad and get him prepared for his first opportunity. Just what was your sort of message to Rashad, and just what was it like to play alongside him and see that he thrived when given the opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, anytime I'm talking to a young player, I don't necessarily want to, speak to him as if I'm the coach. It's more so me just kind of feeding him positive information, getting him to understand it's the same game you've been playing. The receiver is going to run in or out, you know what I mean? So just go out there, settle down, understand the call, really understand the situation you're in, and you're able to play more fast, more free. And I thought he did a good job really coming in last week, making some big plays for us. And, as we keep going in this thing, a lot of more guys are going to have to step in, step up, and, really be called on.
Tyrann, when you look at Aaron Rodgers and his last game, it seems like that was his best game of the season. And you look at the way he played before. Was that a result of the way the defense has handled him? Or is he just getting his win now and this is kind of what you're up against?
He's Aaron Rodgers, and I think each and every week it'll be different. He can make all the throws. I think a lot of times he's going to take what the defense gives him. I thought last week they had a ton of explosive plays, which really led to them, scoring a lot of points. And if you go back and look at, their first 6-7 games, they really scored points based on him pushing the ball down the field. So I expect them Sunday night to kind of, set up them to have explosive pass plays and to kind of soften us up a bit. And obviously them running the ball, but Aaron Rodgers, he's just a different kind of quarterback. And whether he plays bad in the first half, he always has the ability to, come back and make things right in the second half. So from start to finish, it'll be a 4-quarter football game.
Tyrann, one of his things, as you know, over the years is he sees a defensive penalty and he's automatically looking for the big play down the field. Is that something you need to keep in mind more than usual in a game like this?
Without a doubt. I'll probably say this too. If you watch him on tape, he holds that ball quite a bit, and I think he enjoys the camera on him, and he enjoys taking those deep shots down the field, and that's going to be the challenge for us. The first phase of the route, can we disrupt the timing, and then from there, second phase, can we finish it? Can we finish the play? So he's going to extend some plays. He's going to make some plays Sunday night. He's Aaron Rodgers. I think the biggest thing is, like I mentioned, just limited the explosive plays, and we'll put ourselves in position to play some good defense Sunday.
There's a decent chance that Pat will be out. You're one of the voices in the room. Do you get the sense that the defensive room kind of feels, okay, that this one could be on us to kind of lead here?
Yeah, and I've mentioned it before, especially those 2 losses we had. Really felt like, that was our time as a defense to kind of step up. And we're quite aware of, what's going on around us. I'm grateful that, we're kind of rolling into, everybody really kind of starting to see our progression as a defense. And we just got to control we can control, no matter, where the ball is on the field, no matter the situation. Our job is to play defense, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Sorry,
a couple more, guys.
I know there's probably more study to be done on Rodgers and everything. He doesn't have Adams, and now he's spreading it everywhere. I mean, is this about as good as you've ever seen a quarterback where there isn't a guy to go take away, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he seems to be, able to go to anyone, guys people have never heard of. He's dropping dice.
Without a doubt. Just looking at their receiver group, obviously, I probably got the biggest tight end group in the league, former basketball players. But, I spoke about the young receiver core that they do have, guys that are willing to block, really willing to run every route full speed. And then they got some tall guys as well. So, which I think plays into, Aaron's strengths. Him holding the ball, chucking it deep, 50-50 ball. So they got a nice group, a lot of young guys. So we'll have our work cut out. We'll be ready.
With the momentum you built last week, how do you keep that edge going, especially with the extra layoff, maybe 10 days of rest since the last game?
You just try to find things to get better at. Constantly chasing improvement and willing to work on something that you don't necessarily do well. So as a defense, we can't really get caught up on one game. I think the next game is way more important. So what we did against Denver, it'll be a challenge for us to come back out this week and set the tempo again and really play well. And from there, we'll begin to really set a standard, for ourselves defensively.
Tyrann, you had asked, or you had put something out on social about watching 07 Giants tape. Was that something you did on your own, or is that something Spags did for everybody?
Well, he mentioned it to us earlier in the year, and coming into a new system, I think it's smart, for any player to go back and watch, their old coach film and how he wants guys to play certain techniques. And you look at that team in particular, they didn't play too well first 6-7 weeks of the season. They gave up 90 points the first 2 games. So and then they finally turned it on. They won the Super Bowl that year. So yeah, I think it's important to always reach back, try to dig into the treasure chest and see what you can pull out.